guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're actually going to be working on the S-10. Wait, hang on. Perfect, just what I needed. Get this day started out. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is working on the S-10 today. We've got some minor issues with the truck, which is kind of normal for a truck that's been swapped, you know, from its original, I think it was a V6 4.8, or not 4.8, 4.3. So we got to fix some stuff on it, get it running a little bit better. But here soon, I do plan on doing some modifications to the truck, getting it running a little bit better, maybe some wheels and tires. Might actually take it out for a little bit of a drive right now. I got my little whiny baby dog over here. Man, that is good. That is what hopes and dreams are made of, fellas. But update on the Camaro. She's back running and driving. Had some issues with the wiring on the alright guys, sorry about that. Dogs whining. It's a beautiful day here in Tennessee. I don't know why they don't want to be outside. But what I was saying was on the Camaro, I actually had some wiring issues I had to chase down. It was actually pretty funny. I put new marker lights and side corner lights in, and was testing out the turn signals, and every time I turned the turn signals on, the ECU itself was actually firing up, almost like the key was being turned on. So I had to chase that down. I ended up figuring out some stuff. I had it wired wrong, but now we got it fixed. It doesn't do it no more. We are waiting on seat belts and a couple little other things, odd and ends, finish it up. Not really much left on the Camaro until I go and get it dynoed. Here soon, I am planning on buying a rear end for the car, just because the rear end that's in it's junk. I'm not gonna waste the money on that rear end. So we are gonna purchase one of Hawk's 3rd Gen's 8.8s, and I'll probably do like a 410 gear. We haven't quite talked about gear ratios yet, so 410 seems to be where I'm leaning towards. The truck has a 410 in it. It's a 3-speed automatic with overdrive. So I think the Camaro would be perfect with a 410, just because it having that 5th gear. If I did need to get it on the interstates, it wouldn't be like too crazy RPMs. The truck, it gets up in RPMs pretty high on the interstate at higher mileage, 70 miles and plus. But what I plan on doing with the S-10 is perfect for what it needs, because, you know, 8th mile racing, stuff like that. It's got to be quick off the line, not very top speed capability. So that's an update. Right now, I'm going to actually give y'all a cold start on this truck, just because y'all haven't heard one yet, and this truck has a mean cold start. And we're going to pull it in the garage here, because my dad's actually out at a car show. So let's get started. So what we're going to do on the truck today is the guy that originally owned this truck had a start button put in it, and I hate where it's at. I have to reach all the way over to the passenger side to get to it, and the start button that he's put in it doesn't work half the time. I'll show you. Let me grab the keys. Alright, so this is where he's put the start button all the way down here in the plastic underneath the dash, which, I mean, I don't bother. I mean, it's actually a pretty good spot for it, but it doesn't work half the time. So what I was saying is look, key's on, ignition doesn't work no more. But the button, you push it, nothing happens. Foot's on the brake, nothing happens. So you gotta kind of like, it's a waste of time. So I wouldn't mind putting it back on the key, but for right now, I've got a good idea for this thing to move it, but I'm not gonna put this switch back in there. That's why I've got this. And this is Release the Bald Eagles billet switch. It was gonna go in the Camaro. I will be getting another one for the Camaro, so the Camaro will have one too, but I think I'm actually gonna do a different one. This one's gonna get the Release the Bald Eagles. And then, I don't know, we may do something different with the Camaro. Maybe like panty droppers or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's what we're doing today. So yeah, this is a switch we're going to be putting in. It's just a micro switch. The company that makes this is based out of Australia. I think it's like Automotive Billet Specialties or something like that, but they make billet switches. They make latch switches. They make momentary switches. This is a momentary switch. If you don't know the difference, the momentary, all it is it doesn't latch and hold. That's what the latch means. So a latch switch is kind of like I got on my fan switch on my Camaro. You push it, it latches in, and it keeps constant power. These buttons, the momentary buttons, only have power when you push them. So that's the difference in a latch and a momentary button. But yes, we're going to be putting this in there. I did blow this one, the micro switch, out of this one, but the company was kind enough to send me a new micro switch, which was completely my fault, so I appreciate it to them for actually sending me one. But guys, right now we're actually going to work on getting this old one out, and I'm going to look at the wires because I still ain't quite figured out how I'm supposed to wire this. These micro switches have a lot of different wires on them. I'm going to look back at the instructions and see what I can figure out. Alright guys, so like I was saying, back to what I was saying, that was the Amazon. I thought that might be something important, but it's not. I just like the fact that I do still have the key. If I ever did decide I just really wanted to get rid of the button, I could still go back to the key. All I would need to do is bypass where this is going into the harness. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it for the install. I'm actually pretty happy with it. It's really sick. You know, every time I start it, I'm gonna be like, release the bald eagles. Old Cleat got me started on this little button right here. I love it. I seen it first on Cletus McFarland, and I was like, dude, I gotta have one of those. So if you guys want to know more about the button, let me know, and maybe I'll put a link or something in the bio down below. But right now, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to jump and try to get the fans working, and then we're going to go run to O'Reilly's, and we'll go for a little ride, and I'll get on it some, do some squealies. Alright guys, so I got to go get some gas, and then we're going to go to O'Reilly's. But while we're doing this, we're going to take a little test drive. Not really a test drive, because I've already drove this thing with y'all once. But I didn't have tags in it, didn't have no insurance. Now I got insurance and tags, and I really don't care. So the biggest thing that me and Chris have been debating is, you know, is power over weight distribution going to be a little bit better than just having straight power? Because y'all seen Chris's OBS, and you know it's fast. I drove it last time I was out there in Georgia with him. So I mean the biggest question is you know, fast going to be weight? Yeah, I'm way underdog on power, but I also have him like by probably about 1,000 pounds, and you know, weight kind of helps quite a bit. It makes your power to weight ratios a little different. Everybody out cutting their grass. Tarp don't blow out. Might have to stop down at Richards. My dad threw a tarp with some yard trimmings from where we cleaned the back of the underneath of the lawnmower. But I mean, guys, this truck's pretty fast for what it is. I mean, 4,500 pounds and 325 foot-pounds of torque, you know, in this truck feels like a lot. Yeah, it could be better, it could be more, but you know, it's still a good combination right here and a cheap build. So guys, I'm gonna pull in here and get gas and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so we got a little gas in this thing. Now we can really rip on it and I ain't gotta worry about running out of gas. Bit of a delay in third there, but this thing gets it. I have to say, I think Chris is going to be sadly mistaken if he thinks he's going to outrun this truck. You know, it might be a 5.3 and he might have a, I don't know, 100 plus horsepower over top of me, but I think White Trash 2.0's got it. You know, that was second gear. I took that thing almost to 7 grand. It bounced off rev limiter because when I shift up, it I guess it didn't read it fast enough, so it didn't quite shift fast. But dude, this thing is fucking just, it's fast. The combination on this thing is crazy. I can see why people like turning these in the square body Blazers and Tahoes into drag cars, just because they're such a good combination, man. I mean, you throw an LS in this thing and maybe a turbo or a supercharger, this thing would be crazy fast. Right now, you know, with just the 5.3, it seems pretty peppy on its own. But I would like to do some more modifications to the engine. I'm looking at a couple different intakes. I haven't quite decided on what I want to do, whether it be Holley or if I do a more affordable intake. Because I'm not gonna lie, Holley loves their intakes, but they are super freaking nice. To be fixed. right here is just third gear. That was just a third gear pull, so I mean, it's not crazy in third gear. It's more crazy down low, but this thing's got to have like at least a 410 gear in it. On the interstate, it really winds out in the overdrive. The reason I'm going down here to O'Reilly's is this thing don't have a license plate light. And Tennessee, they will pull you over for it, that's for sure. Definitely needs a tune-up. Hopefully I can get over here to do a little pull. Needs power steering fluid bad. Alright, y'all ready? It's a little spicy. Definitely needs a tune-up. But guys, we're gonna end the video there. If y'all like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and like always, we'll catch y'all around.